What's going on, guys? This is Malak coming at you from Modern Pawn and Guns in Corpus Christi, Texas. What we got here is a shop knife that I use. I've had this for about 10 years. Got it from a good friend of mine, Mike Snowdy. It's Japanese steel. You can see that it's still got like original heat treat and forging bark on there. I sharpen this thing up about maybe once a year. It stays razor sharp. Mainly due to the type of steel, but also the way I sharpen the knives. I've been chasing sharp for a long time, about 20 years now. I've been chasing sharp, and this is about the end of the road. This thing, we get this knife to an absolute mirror edge. I'm trying to get the camera here to focus on this edge. It's spooky sharp. It's laser beams, man. This thing is freaky sharp. We're going to do some testing on it. I sharpened it up today, and we're going to kind of put it through the trials. This thing's been used for about 10 years in the back. Cuts all kinds of stuff, rope and boxes, you name it, it's cut it. So let's see what this thing can do. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at here is my back. We're going to have someone try and shave it. Absolutely effortless. You can feel the knife just grab every hair instantly at a very sharp, at a very downward angle. It grabs it. I don't even have to lay the blade flat. Almost straight up and down. Almost straight up and down. This knife will shave. Shaves it clean. Pretty classic test. Alright, we are testing the limits of mechanically sharp. We're at the cusp of the absolute sharpest this steel can get. It's Japanese white steel. It's probably in the low 60s on Rockwell hardness. We got it to an absolute mirror polish. I don't know if you can see how shiny that edge is, but it is mirror polished. A lot of guys talk about cutting paper, cutting magazines, you know, no big deal. It doesn't even make sense to try that test. This is a regular magazine. It is 192 pages. It's got cardstock in there. I don't know what this is, but that's like cardboard. It's got paper in there. This is like regular paper, non-glossy. That's all 192 pages. You can do the stop action photo on that and see that it's 192 pages of paper right there. That is 192 pages at once. Like that. The whole thing. Every time. We call it the confetti maker. You just saw the magazine test. Let's cut a 192 page magazine about 6-7 times. All the pages at once. We haven't touched it up. We haven't done anything. Now we're going to show you how good this edge holds an edge. This is a standard post-it note, 3M sticky post-it note. We're going to fold it over a little bit. See that right there? It actually peels the paper. It cuts into the paper without biting through to the other side. That edge is several times thinner than a sheet of paper. So we're cutting off little flakes like that. We're shaving paper. See that? Cuts the paper without cutting through the paper. So I'm splitting paper. Okay, we're still testing the sharpness of this. I don't know how the lighting is in here. I don't know if you can see, again, we're still incredibly polished, absolute edge. This is packing peanuts. Okay. Sometimes cutting stuff that's soft is harder than cutting stuff that's tough. Because what it wants to do when you go to cut it, it just wants to crumple. That right there is pretty much and like shaving, I don't know, that's about, I don't even know how thin that is. Another quick test. This is jeweler's tissue paper. It's pretty much transparent. It's much finer than toilet paper. It's pretty much the finest paper that I can find. It is fibrous as well. I don't know if you can see through there. It is pretty fibrous, but it's quite transparent. Nope, doesn't weigh a whole lot either. That right there, without tearing it, without crumpling it, I mean, this stuff is just incredibly thin. Another classic test that a lot of guys like to do is what we call a circle cut. It's a push cut with the edge moving and constantly changing direction. That was my mistake. So with a no drag push cut, that's just trying to keep it in the exact same spot the whole time. It'll push cut for days. I could probably go through a ream of paper this way. It's tough to get a knife this sharp.